What is up, wrestling fans, and welcome back to Dirt Sheet Radio as we present TNA Sacrifice. I am Matt, aka that corny reviewer, and to join me is the IWC War Chief, Andrew. Andrew, how you doing, buddy?
I'm okay. You seem like the sleep deprived reviewer at the moment, though.
I am the
So,
sleep deprived one. Yeah, very very tired, man. But we are here. We are going to talk about this show.
so the
I'm sure
question is,
people.
are you old, tired, and you work with children? Is that where you're at right
Yes,
now?
I am. I am tired. I'm hurt. I'm tired. I'm fucking old, and I work with fucking children.
Nice, nice.
Yes. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure we had people live earlier for the SmackDown Rewind, where Cody Rhodes gave The Rock a receipt. Smack that bitch
Was it
up.
like one of those CVS receipts where it's really really long and has like coupons somewhere, but you kind of have to read the whole fucking thing, and it's just a waste of paper. You never remember that.
No, no, no. It was a Walmart receipt where they check it really quick. It's right in front of your face.
Oh, okay, nice. I like those. Those are easy.
Here.
Fucking CVS receipts. Fucking
Yep.
Satan made.
And also for the non-wrestling fans, R.I.P. Akira Toriyama.
Very true.
That was sad.
I mean, I think that's most of our childhood. If you're an anime fan, if you're a wrestling fan,
Or
I mean,
not, yeah.
if you're between like 25 and 40, I'm pretty sure it's significant to you somewhere.
Exactly. So, yeah, that was not the news we needed last night.
No,
But, all right, R.I.P. Akira Toriyama. You were a big influence on many lives.
very true.
And still will, even when you're long gone.
It's true.
Right. But anyway, shall we get this show on the road? We had a lot to talk about. We have the countdown and stuff that happened on the main show. Solid show, top to bottom.
Yeah, I mean, after you could actually watch it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We definitely had technical difficulties very much in the beginning of the show,
It's like everything that
especially.
was wrong with the fight streams, like back in the day, was that was just wrong for like the first 40 minutes of TNA. It was, ugh, ugh.
It was no good.
Maybe Randy had a point about Canadian internet a couple weeks ago.
He did, he did. It's a shame he's still out there in
Still
Alaska.
lost in the woods.
Yes, and
He did like rub two polar bears together or whatever you have to do in
yeah,
Canada to
yeah.
like
He was
contact
looking.
you, right? He's not dead.
He was looking for the polar bear with one eye, never to
Oh,
be seen
nice.
again.
And then did like the Canada Goose bring enough Wi-Fi down for you to get in contact
It
with him?
didn't.
So is he dead? Is he okay?
Uh, Also, unfortunately, CJ will no longer be joining us for the TNA Rewinds because he got into a lawsuit with The Rock asking for royalties on the Cody Crybaby shirts, and The Rock was not having it. So he called the Mountie and he took him away somewhere.
Should have called PCO.
Yeah, he should have called PCO, man. That man is a fucking Frankenstein.
Fucking A, yeah. At
But
least his
all
gimmick
kidding,
is over.
yeah, yeah. But all kidding aside, it was fun having it here on one of the days at the very least. And the door is always open for him to come back whenever he has free time. And Randy, whenever you are done being lost in Alaska, Mexico, Canada, or even the middle, who knows? Maybe you're
True.
trying out for a loan for the new season.
That's fair. It's Canada, man. Like it's all just who knows. It's just woods and weird stuff and snow and I don't even know, man. It's Canada.
Yeah, it is very much Canada.
It's like
Yeah,
North Dakota. Like, does anybody really know what it's about?
no one knows. No
Exactly.
one will. No one will ever know. But yeah, let's get this show on the road. We had a couple of matches on Countdown.
Yep.
One was Crazy Steve taking on Joe Hendry for the Digital Media Championship. Originally, this was for Laredo Kid, but Conan got mixed up on the visa issues and thought he got all of CML and actually got one of his guys.
Oh, oh, that's why. Okay.
Yeah, that's it. It was Conan.
I mean, the fact that it was Hendry made some sense because at least it allowed AJ Francis and that storyline to continue. You know.
Yeah, and this was where he actually lost the title last year.
Very true. Very true.
So it made sense. He was trying to get it back. AJ Francis was on commentary. He wasn't having any of that shit.
Nope.
I like the Crazy Steve's get up for the entrance.
Oh, totally. Yeah. Steve's whole display and his whole gimmick is great.
Yeah, no, 100%. It was less than 5 minutes. Pretty solid. It was decent for what we got. Of course, AJ
Yeah.
Francis cost Henry the match for Crazy Steve to get the victory to retain the Digital Media Championship. I gave it like 2.25, just for the progression of Henry and Francis.
No, that's fair. I mean, I don't really pay a ton of attention to the countdown matches because they're usually somewhat insignificant, except for the next one. But you know,
Yeah.
some of them matter nothing at all, and other ones actually have weight. So it's weird. It's a weird pre-show that they did.
Yeah, it depends on how they want to do it. But the second match, and before that though, Steve Maclin was with the Rascals backstage, and we find out that Maclin and Nemeth will be opening the show
Yup.
for Sacrifice, and he's like, "All right, well, I'm gonna get ready." And then Rascal's like, "Aren't you gonna come out with us?" Like, "No, I'm not gonna help you out." Like, why would I do that? I gotta get ready. Then Rascal's like, "Well, fine. Well, you're on your own."
Yeah, screw you. All right, there you go.
Yeah, well, fuck you about it.
Hey, I'm not your buddy guy.
All right, your guy, man.
Oh God,
So,
they're just Canadian. They're a Canadian heel team without being Team Canada.
well, they are in Canada. So,
Oh no.
yeah, this wasn't Windsor. Maybe
This
Randy was there live after.
This is what happens when Anthem starts writing the shows instead of Scott. Like Scott was Canadian, but he knew how to put like that American flair onto it to not make it so Canadian. It's
Right, but the second match and the last match for the Countdown show was a rematch from No Surrender Rascals taking on Speedball Mountain.
you.
And it was as we expected. Speedball Mountain getting the win back. Nice little tag team back and forth action.
Yeah.
Rascals tried to cheat again with Trey trying to like spray with the spray can, but missed.
Yeah, and he hit once, which that was a callback because that's how they lost their belts.
Yep.
So,
yeah. And of course, they did their Mortal Kombat finisher onto them, and they got the win back. So Speedball Man finally gets the victory.
they should have gotten it 2 weeks ago, but I'll take it today.
Yeah, that should have been first, and then this is where Rascals probably got their payback. But
I mean, with who has belts and who didn't have belts going into things, I mean, it makes some sense.
I give this 2 3/4.
Yeah, that's fair. It wasn't anything to write home about, but it was above average, about average, however you really think 2 3/4 is in the grand scheme of things.
It was a basic match, and we'll get the conclusion of that because in tomorrow's statements, we're going to have a 6-man tag with Nemeth and Speedball Mountain against Rascals and Maclin. So I think once that is over, people are going to be splitting up to go do their own thing.
Probably.
Yeah. But take it for what it was for the Countdown show. Pretty basic.
Mm-hmm.
And now for the main show, we find out that it was a sold-out crowd. So good for them in that aspect.
Yeah, definitely.
And this is where most of the technical difficulties was happening.
Which it figures. It was like what I could see was a pretty damn good match. Could you just imagine if you didn't like drop signal like 4 or 5 times, and if it didn't look like scrambled?
Oh yeah, I was super into this match. Like I was loving it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nick Nemeth against Steve Maclin, and it was exactly as you expected it to go. Maclin being great heel that he was for this. I love the tempted spear / baseball slide when Ziggler was like hanging upside down.
Oh, when Ziggler set up and he just flew through the corner basically and crashed into the announcer table.
I was like, what the hell happened?
I was expecting him to post himself, and the fact that he just flew, I'm like, oh,
yeah.
That's different. Okay.
I was like, okay.
And then when they were stealing each other's finishes at the end, that was pretty nice.
Yeah, no, it definitely helped out with the match. I think he was a fine opponent for Ziggler.
Oh yeah, definitely. I definitely liked the way they wrestled together when you could actually see it. Yeah.
Yeah. If that didn't happen, I probably would have graded this a little bit higher.
Same.
But
I ended up giving it about 3 3/4 because of all the technical difficulties, and like I could piece together what they were trying to do, like from the way the announcers were calling the spot and what you could see. Like I'm like, all right, like it makes sense, I get it, but like I can't watch it because it looks like scrambled torn.
Yeah, this definitely could have been like 4, maybe 4 1/4 if we had no issues the whole way through.
Agreed.
No, either way, very happy with it. Nemeth won. That was the right call. Yep. Is he going to go for the title next at Rebellion to sell the pay-per-view?
I hope not. I feel like that's too soon.
That's very quick. Let's take him someone else.
Plus, when is the next New Japan show that he has to do? Because the Cup is this month, right?
Cup's already happening.
Yeah, but I'm like, it is this month, and then when is
Sakura
Genesis or whatever they're calling it?
Probably the week after WrestleMania. I'm assuming
it looks like it's April 6th is Sakura Genesis. So that shouldn't interfere with Rebellion at least.
No, if he's even going to be on, is he even on the show?
I mean, I don't know, because did they even announce the lineup yet? Probably not. It's a little early.
No lineup yet. Just long as Jungle Jack doesn't win the Cup.
Oh, you don't like him? Oh.
No. No.
It's just going to be a House of Torture top 4. That's what it's going to be. You know, you're gonna love it. It's gonna be your favorite New Japan Cup.
Yeah, like no, look, listen, guys, Japan loves it, so you have to. It's like, you know what, you're right. I'm sure Japan loves it, and it is for that audience. I can still choose to not fucking like it.
True, and they want to cater to who they want to cater to, which makes
totally fine. We're just there for the ride, basically, but
more or less. Which you have to wonder when they pick and choose because. What wasn't Los Ingobernables de Japón like the #1 faction for like 5 years running, and they still wouldn't give Naito the fucking title for so long?
Yeah, no, because we had to give it to Kenny before he left.
You know what I mean? So like, I love how they pick and choose why they're doing it. No, House of Torture's real popular here, so we're gonna push them. What about this guy? What about this? No, that's different. That's different.
It's like, why'd you give it to him now? Oh, because Okada has a $5 million a year deal somewhere else. So he was our only option.
So it's timing is what you're saying. Yes. Fucking assholes.
Yeah, like what the fuck? Of course you give it to him once all the top talent got pushed.
That's exactly what it is, yeah. It's like, let's use Japan as the excuse for why we're pushing these shitty people. Fine.
like, listen, Sonata isn't working. So Naito, there's no Tanahashi, no Jay. Tom is leaving. I guess you're our only guy now.
God, it's crazy how much the landscape in New Japan has changed the last couple of years.
Will they finally push Zach?
Will he ever gain weight?
No.
Then no.
Will Taichi finally have a chance to shine?
That is true. They have finally started giving Taichi spots, and Yoshihashi even had his own moments. So,
I mean, fucking Hashi beat Kento. So,
stop it. No more.
We're
not talking about that anymore. No, we're not talking about that anymore. No.
The hell, fucking Chase Owens beat Ishii.
Everybody beats Ishii. That's not even a fucking statement anymore.
That's not. We tried.
It's just like, Jesus Christ, everybody beats this guy. Like, and he's never gonna get the damn belt. He deserves it, but he's never gonna get it.
No, it's over. No, his time has passed. Just like Goto, it's over.
Poor Goto. Now Goto's one that really did deserve it, but like he just never.
Yeah, wrong time.
Sadly, yeah. If he was anywhere else, he had a good look. He had a good moveset.
Yeah, he could have been. He could have been the ace if it was anywhere else.
If it was Noah, if it was All Japan, maybe not Dragon Gate because they're smaller and they like the lucha style.
They're quicker,
but,
yeah.
You know,
if it was Noah or All Japan, he probably would.
Even DDT probably would have been good for him. Even BJW would have been good for him. I could see him hanging in there with some of them. You know.
Yeah. Well, so before we continue, they announced the Champions Carnival participants.
Oh, really?
A Block, Shotaro Ashino, Kento Miyahara, Yuma Aoyagi, Hokuto Omori, Ren Ayabe, Kuroshio, Tokyo, Japan, and Cyrus.
Really?
Yeah, they won't give up on Cyrus.
Why?
B Block, Suwama, Ryuki Honda, Jun Saito, the super rookie Yuma Anzai,
Sure.
Hideki Suzuki, Hartley Jackson, and Lord Crew.
Who the fuck is that?
Who the fuck is Lord Crew? I don't know. It's like, who the fuck is Griff Garrison? Let's find out. Who is Lord Crew? He's from Cincinnati, Ohio. He is a freelancer. 9 years. He jobbed on Rampage in 40 seconds last year.
That sounds about right.
Yes, to the Aussie Open. And
he looks like Brody King's tax accountant. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong.
You're not wrong. So somebody we don't fucking know.
Who doesn't look good at all. And he's like in the champion fucking...
But they'll give him some wins, I'm sure.
And what happened to Gianni Valletta? Can't they just get him back to fucking job?
I don't know what happened to him. I don't know where he disappeared to.
You know, we will always remember you, Gianni. Don't you worry. Don't you worry, buddy. We got you.
We got you. You're not God.
Yeah. You may be in the boonies of Italy or something like that somewhere. We don't even know where you are. You might be lost with Randy in the Canadian version of Italy, but we still remember.
Maybe he's chasing him in the Canadian wilderness with the chain.
No, that's why Randy can't be found. He's getting chased down by Gianni Valletta.
Yes.
No.
But yeah, no Nakajima at all.
That is a little surprising, but I don't know. I'm also mad because Noah changed the N1 because the N1 wasn't supposed to have the champion, but Jake was in it last year.
So out of this, who wins?
Lol Suwama wins.
I hope not.
Lol Suwama wins.
I want the super rookie, damn it.
You know what happens when you want with All Japan? You get nothing.
I know. I get the opposite.
I mean, maybe
if I get the opposite, I want Jiro to win.
There we go. So start using reverse psychology. Be like, Suwama or Ashino is probably going to win. Then maybe they'll push somebody that deserves it.
No. I'm going to say Jiro. I'm going to say my Ikemen Jiro.
Nice that he's back.
I know. I missed him. Shame he wasn't used at all.
Yeah, I thought I missed it at some point because I'm like, he was supposed to be in NXT at some point. Wasn't it? Did I miss it?
Yeah, he was. It was Kushida's partner, and then Kushida got released, and they're like, "All right, let's put you on Level Up." And then he got injured. He had a few more matches back. He's like, "You know what? You can go."
That's a missed opportunity.
You could have put him with Akira Tozawa for the comedy shit. He would have been as a great partner for that.
Him and R-Truth would be great.
Yeah.
Could you imagine him just randomly opening his jacket and R-Truth putting something or something like that in there? And he doesn't know what it says because he's Japanese, so he doesn't get it.
Or he'll think it's a flasher or something.
That too. That'd be great.
All right, let's actually move on now.
Oh, that's right, sacrifice. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
sacrifice happened.
See, this is what happens when you give us 40 minutes of scrambled fucking porn for the beginning of a pay-per-view.
Yeah.
And then it finally cleared up for like PCO and Khan. Like, I know I skipped a match.
The important match.
I skipped a match, but then it felt like the fucking stream skipped a match because like I couldn't really see a bunch of this. You know what I mean?
Right.
It died for me 2 or 3 times. Like it literally just said like signal lost. I'm like, what the fuck you mean signal lost?
Yeah, like get unplugged. Like who's messing with this?
Exactly. Like I didn't trip over the fucking wire. Like what do you mean signal fucking lost?
It was Scott Demore trying to.
He just he DDoSed him or something.
Yeah, he's like, you know what? Fire me. I'll show you.
God.
But it was a tag team title match. ABC taking on the System, Brian Myers and Eddie Edwards. And of course, very nice. It's a shame that it glitched out here too.
I mean, the parts we did see was we talked about it a little bit before the show. Is Myers must have listened to our show a couple weeks ago because when Ace was doing that handstand dodge, he actually landed the fucking spear and it looked good.
It looked really good. Like holy shit.
It's like, oh, you know how to do it. You must just not have been trying that one day because you didn't want to hurt him. But now you just actually laid into him. It's like good.
It's like it's pay-per-view time. Let's get it. So let's do it.
Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, we're getting paid more for this. I'll try. Oh, how novel. How nice of you, Brian Myers.
It was very how novel. But no, it was definitely a very solid match. Just again, difficulties took me out of it again.
Yes.
Because this could have been like a 3 3/4 or 3.5.
Yep, I ended up giving him like a 3 1/4 from what I could see.
Yeah, 3 1/4. But new champions always trust the System because they had their tag team combo, and then the roster cut Boston Knee Party.
I did like what the announce crew called it.
I missed it. What do they call it?
They called it System Overload, which I feel like that's better for that triple move that we saw, where it was the backpack stunner, the Yakuza kick, and then the elbow.
Oh.
That being System Overload, that would be fucking perfect. Like that's a great fucking.
I'm pretty sure they'll call it that as well during their 6-man tag matches.
Yeah, so maybe it's like this is their pieces of System Overload. Like how New Japan always called like Rocky Romero's like draping double stomp like his half of Strong Zero.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like I don't mind them keeping the same names and just going, oh, it's their pieces of the big move, because System Overload is a good name.
No, agreed, absolutely. And the new tag team champions, that was definitely the right move.
Yep, completely.
Yeah. We found out that ABC was the longest reigning champions in a couple of years for 140 days.
Which it really puts shit into perspective sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How much TNA used to play hot potato? Like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and they were the last ones, too, that had that long reign.
Mm-hmm.
Soul Culture, 43 days. Rascals, 55 days. And this 139 days. Their previous reign was 140 days, so they missed it by a day.
At least they get some consistency in their reigns, though. That's good.
Yeah, the last long reign after that was, unfortunately, Gallows and Anderson in 2021.
Because I think the North still has the longest reign, right? Or did Gallows and Anderson actually break that?
Gallows and Anderson were 231. No, it's still the North with 380 days.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, that's probably not going to be beaten for a long time.
Most likely not, yeah.
But no, good job for the System winning. I don't know how long they're going to hold the belts for, but nicely done.
Yeah.
And solid match.
Agreed 100%. Just wish that the stream feed, whatever you want to call it, was better. But yeah, so now the feed clears up for the highlight match of the night, right? This is what we all came to see.
This is why we were here.
Yes, this is why Windsor was sold out. Yes. It's for the toughest man in Letterkenny. I mean, self-proclaimed in TNA. Fucking con. Fucking,
Yeah,
oh my
the no
god.
disqualifications match.
Mm-hmm.
No DQ. Lazy bookings.
It's a lazy match, too.
Yeah.
It's just...
Khan and PCO. Khan tried to pull a Lance Archer, throwing the timekeeper around,
Again.
calls out PCO's like, get out here.
He was coming out anyway, though. Why would you call out somebody
Well,
that you're supposed to
he
face?
wanted him now.
He's not JG Wentworth. I don't care when you want your money. Like, he's coming. Like, you know it. It's on the schedule. Like,
PCO cash now.
God damn it. Oh, man. And PCO didn't even come out with his gimmick. Like, how much are they really cutting the fucking everything? Like, he didn't come out with his entrance.
He wasn't resurrected. We didn't get the nipple clamp.
No, he just came out like he was Sting. They did the blackout, and then he was there in the ring. And it's just like...
He's like, Sting's not using it. He retired last week. I'll take it.
I can have this now, right? Darby took his bat, so I'm going to take his lights out. Okay, all right, there you go. That's how it works. Split it up in the will. All right.
Yep. So who gets the face paint?
Ah, shit, that's a good point. I mean, Darby adjusted his face paint slightly, so I wonder if that counts.
Well, and Brian Cage stole Warriors, so...
Yeah, Warrior's dead, though. So
yeah, but yeah, two Roy freaks having the same face paint makes sense.
It really does, honestly. It's maybe it's like, you know, that spiritual successor kind of concept.
I wish he stopped wrestling like he was 100 pounds.
I mean, Cage can do it well. Like, Cage is just never used well in AEW. That's my issue. I miss Cage from a couple years ago. Like, his match with Nakajima for the GHC title, fantastic. Yeah. His matches in like Wrestle Circus, even against like Tessa Blanchard, those were fucking awesome.
Yeah, and then they booked him a little crazy in Impact.
Not by much, a little bit. Like I mean, he lost to Tessa, so like
I know. And then some got ridiculous, like with the no selling 5 pile drivers in a row to Sami Callihan.
I mean, yeah, they do that all the time in Japan, though.
I know, but sometimes it gets tiresome.
I don't disagree with you, but it's not like we don't see it. Like, you know, the no-sell thing is getting way too popular, but it's sadly something that people are into.
Because, you know, it shows that fighting spirits.
I am getting so sick of that spot being in every fucking match.
Yeah, it's like it's not special when everyone does it.
Yeah, you can't have like the fighting spirit strike exchange in every fucking match. Stop it.
Yes. It's like they're not gonna push you. Stop.
Yeah, it's like everybody does a fucking Canadian destroyer. Everybody does a super kick.
You know, everyone has to have the Meltzer rating.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, dude, he's not signing your paychecks. He's not.
He's not?
No.
But Twitter says different. If Meltzer doesn't give you like a 4+ stars, then Twitter thinks you suck, and then then your paycheck goes down, right? That's how that works?
Yeah, sure, I guess. Why not? Why the fuck not?
I mean, it probably works that way in AEW because they're the only people they pander to. So
yeah, it's like they don't increase your pay. They don't go and coming down to the ring, the 4-time 5-star match winner.
Maybe they should start doing that, or they should start like grading you based on like your Twitter following. And like have that be your payout for the day.
It goes in your average for overall.
Yes.
Yeah. Like the SmackDown versus Raw.
Yes. It's just like The Boys, how everything is about like your personal image and your engagement and how much people like you. So as soon as your money starts going in, you start slipping down the card. Yeah, there we go. That's the next gimmick.
Yeah, because this is better than talking about the actual match.
Oh, that match was fucking straight dog shit.
Yeah, no, this was like a half star.
Yeah.
It's obviously the no selling. PCO took Simon Khan off the entrance for a table, but there was not a big gap. He
No.
got up eventually.
Everything was just hard to watch in that match. Like,
I wanted to give Khan a chance.
and the
But
finish was bad too, though, because like what PCO just started throwing in like 75 chairs. Khan crawls up to the thing, fires, and then he starts limping down like this. Like, what the fuck? What was he? Like,
yeah, no. And then we got the PCO salt.
at least he landed it this time. He kind of missed it against Allen Angels yesterday, so at least he landed it this time.
Yeah, but it's like, thanks for coming.
Yeah. Okay, next match.
You go to the back.
There we go.
AJ Francis was bragging about costing Henry the title match. Henry gets in his face. They're about to fight, but then Santino Marella. No. We're going to take this in a ring.
Yeah. You're going to fight this out on a Thursday. It's like, okay.
Yes, on a Thursday. Let's go.
Thank you, Santino Marella.
Yes. All right, and then we get another bad match.
Yeah.
This is the Knockouts Tag Team Championship match. MK Ultra against Spitfire, which, as we know, Jody Threat and Danny Luna.
At least it was bad only because it was a mess, but not because it was hard to watch. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, and this was less than 3 minutes.
Well, officially, but there was like a minute and a half of before bell, like murdering.
Yeah, but we're talking like bell to bell.
I mean, it's professional wrestling. You have to count the before the bell stuff. That's what heels do.
Yeah.
The heels that do that.
They do that.
Like, we know how this works.
MK Ultra, they were just beating the crap out of them. Masha landed a pile driver. Tags and Kelly, but Danny recovers from the pile driver, of course.
Mm-hmm.
And Threats rolls up. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. Pulls out Masha by the foot and then, roll up for a fucking flash win.
I was like, wow, okay.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it makes some sense to split up MK Ultra because they are good singles wrestlers and the Knockouts title division isn't really strong right now.
Yeah, so it's like, why have them win the belts? Why couldn't Decay retain and in 2 weeks have the triple threat?
Well, 2 reasons probably. One, Jody and Danny aren't legitimate enough to beat Decay because of Decay being who they are.
But I'm saying they still could have pinned MK Ultra.
I don't know. That's a good question. I don't really have a way around that. I just figured it was easier to beat them, cause a rift, and then...
There's no way around it.
No, it's just... I mean, honestly, when it comes down to it, it's because the Knockouts tag belts suck. They should be just thrown back in the trash can. Give them back to Cody Deaner so him and ODB can just fight over them and like throw them away or whatever they did the first time.
I miss ODB.
I kind of do too. But she's got that food truck business where she was kind of okay with it?
Yeah, good for her.
Good for her, yeah.
I gave this 1 star. Not much really to go on about. It was quick.
I don't think I was much different. I think I gave it 1.5 just because there was that story wrinkle where we might see something with Kelly and Masha splitting.
Yeah, looks like that's definitely going to be a thing. I think that will probably be a rebellion.
I mean, I'm okay with that though, especially because Masha has the built-in story with Jordynne, and because Jordynne broke her undefeated streak, and I think she's 0-4 against Jordynne. Like Masha just couldn't get past her even during her dominant streak.
So this leads to Masha getting Knockouts title run.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely more than okay with that.
Mm-hmm.
Then the next match, the official debut of Hammerstone, taking on Josh Alexander.
Hey, finally, it's a good match that we can actually watch from bell to bell because the stream isn't screwing up.
I liked the first match a little bit better, but this was still very solid.
I like the fact that we got personality in this match. Like the first
Yes,
match was obvious that there was nothing planned, so it was just indie-rific guys facing guys.
right.
This we got like Hammerstone when the ref bump happened, the little smirk, and I was just like, all
Yep.
right, fuck it. Like I didn't do it on purpose, but I'm not gonna
I'll,
be
I'll,
mad at
I'll, I'll
this.
take it. Fuck.
Yeah, exactly. So like, is he a heel? Is he just an opportunistic tweener? Like,
Yeah.
I it's good. There was a
Yeah.
lot of story beats and personality beats you could play with in this match.
Agreed. Nice wrestling.
Mhm.
Hammerstone's always great.
Oh, he is completely. Yeah, I
Yeah.
loved his
So
MLW stuff, and even during
yeah,
the
he
pandemic,
was and he was too good for MLW.
he was, but he was also like champ for what, almost 2 years straight between their open middleweight and then their world title because
Yeah. Yeah.
he
Like
dominated the open weight or whatever the hell that was, and then he took the belt off of Fatu.
yeah, and he also had it for like 2 to 3 years.
Something like that. Like all throughout the pandemic, it was really just Hammerstone's world, and it was great.
Yeah. It was from about 4 years. It was Fatu and Hammerstone with the belt.
Yeah, which I mean, those were the two best guys that MLW has had in a long time. So
They were the only two top masters they had.
hey, they had Swerve in the beginning. That was good. They
I know.
had
I'm saying in their era.
that pandemic era. Yeah, yeah, you're right. I get you.
Yeah. Swerve was a fine first return champion.
And then what? Riddle took it off of him, I think, for a little
No,
bit.
it was low key.
Oh, it was Loki when he was with Selena De La Renta. That one.
Yep.
Okay, okay.
And then he's like, "That's not gonna work for me, brother," and I guess left.
Yeah, well, it's low key.
It is low key. Yeah. Then it was Tom Lawler, and then
Yep.
Fatu.
Hmm.
But no, Alexander had the ankle lock on Hammerstone, and Hammerstone tapped, but the referee was still down.
Yup.
Down, out for the count. Hammerstone eventually gets up, and it's like he was about to go punch him in the face. It stops, and low blow.
Well, that was also after like Josh did the whole block, like he was gonna get punched, and then
Yeah,
it was almost like that comedy moment where like Hammerstone like stopped and looked at the camera and just kind of shrugged, and then kicked him in the dick. So it's just like, hey, okay.
yeah. So like, good. He needed to be a heel.
Mm-hmm. It was funny. I liked it.
Yeah, he's been babyface for quite a while.
And he's such a good heel, especially like when it was like him, Richard Holiday and MJF when they were
Yep.
Dynasty.
Mm-hmm.
Like he was like the dumb meathead in Dynasty, but they were still heels. But like he was the lovable idiot heel.
Right.
But now if he turns into being kind of a prick, like I'm okay with that.
But after that he hit the Nightmare Pendulum.
Yup.
1, 2, 3. Got his win back. We got a heel. Pretty sure we'll get a rematch for the rubber match.
Okay.
And we will see what is in store for Hammerstone in the future. I'm glad he's signed with TNA because both WWE and AEW don't need him.
No, and they probably wouldn't use him correctly.
Yeah, but yeah, AEW doesn't need any more people. Like you have Ospreay, Okada, and Monet. You're good. You're good.
Well, plus everybody else that he has, you know.
Yeah, exactly. On top of that, so like you have way too many people. Give it a rest. Don't even hire jobbers.
And then WWE, I think that there's a lot of rumors going around, or maybe unsubstantiated. Allegedly, I'm gonna just put that allegedly, that Hammerstone may enjoy the juice slightly, so he wouldn't work in WWE if that is true.
Yeah, that's fair. But they'll probably get Fatu, if anything.
I mean, good
I
God,
don't know,
could you imagine if Fatu and Tama kind of debut together to join the Bloodline?
I can see it, but I don't think they want to ruin Solo either. So I feel like they're gonna make him something once the bloodline is over.
They could also just splinter him off as a face, though. Because he's just been the enforcer guy, and they kind of haven't given him much. So if he finally starts talking and he's actually a nice guy or a lovable guy, they could always spin him face.
So like lately when you beat Cena, it doesn't benefit you. First Fury, now Solo.
That's yeah.
Usually it was a very big deal when you did.
I mean, you could even go back. It was a big deal when anybody beat Hogan, or Austin, or even Rock,
Mostly Austin, but yeah.
But you get what I mean. Like,
the
top guy losing used to always matter, even if it was a couple years past his run.
Even when you were sort of part-time. Yeah. Yeah, Fury never recovered.
I think that's just because people are sick of like that douchey entitled kind of character, so he just needs something to fix.
And I think the fact that Vince handpicked him in character soured on a lot of people.
Which is funny because everybody used to love Mr. McMahon. Even if you don't like Vince, people love Mr. McMahon.
Right, but this is when they were doing really shitty creative. So
yeah, it just all went sideways.
Yeah, well, I'm glad it's picking up now, but
you never know. He might be able to reinvent himself. The kid can talk. He's got a look.
I know, but they have Grayson Waller, who basically overshadows him right now.
They're like the same person.
I know, but he just has a little more personality.
But I think that's the problem. Is it's like it brings back like Kevin Nash's old comment of like vanilla midget. Like they're just kind of the same person. Like you can only have so many arrogant like mid-sized white guys without them all running together. Exactly. Look at AEW, for example.
Yep. Also, Darby didn't need to bury Jay like that. I was like, yo. That is unfair.
Jay did it to himself.
I know.
I mean, we talked about this ahead of time. Like,
it's just sad to see.
Jay, you're going to go there to die, buddy. It's okay, though, because you did it to yourself. You have no one to blame but yourself.
I know. I guess the long as the money's nice.
That's really all he cares about. That's good. I mean, that's the old mentality. Think about everybody from like Heenan to Nash.
It's a business. You want to make as much money as you can.
But Heenan, Cornette, Nash, Hall, it's the money and the miles. That's all that matters. So as long as you're getting paid, who the fuck cares?
Exactly. We go backstage. Time Machine is in the back, and Shelly is still pissy. Kushida.
Bitchy Shelly is such a good Shelly, though. Yes. He's so relatable.
But Kushida says, "I will not apologize for looking out for you. You can hate me all you want. I probably did the right thing." And of course, Saban was the peacemaker. Like, no, like, let's go beat up my opponent.
Yeah, he's like, "You good?" Yup. And then just walked off. And it's like, I love how he brought the yup back because he hasn't said that in a little bit.
Yeah. The next match is the 6-man tag. Time Machine, which is Alex Shelley, Chris Sabin, and Kushida, going against the Grizzly Young Vets and the X Division champion, in Ali We Trust, Mustafa Ali.
Yeah, that charisma vacuum started to creep up on him, though.
A little bit. But you know what, though? I can still get behind. I can still get behind him, though.
Can you, though? Because, like, he felt like he fell into NPC mode. Because if I hear him say, "You are not the leader we need," one more fucking time, I'm going to hire someone to kick him in the fucking head.
That is also true. But
that's literally the only taunt he had. The button was broken.
Yeah. I can still get behind the gimmick, but just say more lines, say different lines.
Anything else.
Yes, literally anything else.
Just I will shit down your throat. Okay, that's good. I like that. Thank you.
No, not that.
Why not?
We don't want any more Vince.
Maybe he's into it. You don't know. If there's no safe words said afterwards, it's fine.
Maybe that's where his campaign money came from.
Exactly.
But no, this was a really fun tag team match, though.
It was, if I didn't have to hear him say, "You're not the leader we need," 87,000 fucking times.
I think it'll be done once he's done with Saban.
I hope fucking so, because oh my god.
Yeah, they'll be next week.
Like it's not even okay, if he's trying to get it over, it's not done well enough to get it over. It's not like catchy. It's not kitschy. It's just annoying.
Unless he's just doing it to piss off Saban.
But he's pissing off me. Yes. Like, I'm not Chris Saban.
Yeah, you're right. But we did have Good Hands come out eventually.
At the very end to get rocked.
Yes, by Chris Saban. Like, I have no idea what this again.
And then he just turns around and clothesline from Hell Michigan's the shit out of Mustafa Ali. I'm like, wow, okay. Like Saban's just looking great.
Yeah, Saban's still fantastic, and I like the Doomsday Device.
Mm-hmm.
Like tag team wrestling, and of course, it's going to play into Shelly being paranoid or annoyed.
Yeah, I definitely see that because he ate the pin. Yeah, so he's going to be annoyed.
Ali pinned him.
Yeah, I get it, but I feel like Shelly's going to kind of point fingers. He's going to get paranoid. Saban's going to try to play peacemaker.
So you're telling me dealing with the Good Hands was more important than the actual match. Like, they weren't in the match.
Exactly. Something. He's going to spin it some way. Saban's going to try to play peacemaker and try to be like, just support me through my rematch. And then he's going to lose the rematch. Then they're both going to get paranoid and start blaming Kushida and Kevin Knight. And then I think we're going to finally get that Motor City Machine Guns versus fucking Samurai Pizza Cats or whatever their terrible fucking team name is.
Jet Set Radio.
Yeah, International Jet Set Radio, Parappa the Rappa and crew. I don't fucking know. But that would be a good match, the Guns versus Kushida and Kevin.
Oh, yeah. No, I would love that.
I just hate their fucking name.
I gave it a 4.
You gave it a 4. What did I give it? Did I give it a 3 3/4?
So we're close.
We're close. It's a typical quarter of a number off, and it's just probably because of that you are not the leader that we fucking need.
And of course, according to Dave, a 4 is just as good as a 5.
Says no one.
But I'm not giving you a 5.
People that say a 4 is as good as a 5 is kind of like, it's that equivalent to women saying, "Oh no, it's just the right size." It's just like,
no, we're gonna have Randy Mars do the TMI math.
Thank you. Exactly.
Like times girth divided by.
Yes, exactly. So it's just like, no, 4 is not a 5. I don't care how much Dolph Lundgren fucking memes you want to get, but like give her the whole 4 inches. If she dies, she dies.
2 inches is 5. It's good.
Exactly. No, Dave, it's not. This is a 4 1/4 match. It's fine. It's good. It's just as good as a 5. No, it's not. There's a big difference between 4 1/4 and 5. You gave it out 6 and 7s before, so what about that? We're not talking about that.
Yeah, now he gives them out like fucking candy.
Because he's an idiot, so.
Oh my god. I swear, if he changes the match of the year to like the Kenny Omega or Luthez or Will Ospreay or instead Luthez, there'll be a riot.
I'm waiting for it.
I'm surprised he hasn't called the tag team the Young Bucks Award yet.
I think that's probably just because he's not the only one in charge of the awards. And there's other people that are probably just go, yeah, that's stupid. Don't do that.
It's like, I think even he knows there'd be backlash. I think Cornette would actually fly there to grab a shotgun.
Allegedly. This is all just rumor, innuendo, and just for comedy. It's a joke.
Yes. It's like, I just want to talk to him.
We love our corny uncle.
Yes.
Just settle him down with a cheeseburger from Wendy's and a Sprite. We good? Don't worry about it. It's-
Yeah, the extra cheese, extra mayo, double onion, motherfucker. Oh god, this is more fun than the show.
Mhm.
Next
Which
up
we're
was
actually at the good part of the show. That's the worst fucking part.
I know. Before the next match, George Iceman comes out, and we are graced with Ash by Elegance,
Your new favorite wrestler.
who's going to observe the Knockouts Championship match up close with this expensive bottle of the champagne.
Yeah, apparently it's called Elegance. Maybe that's why it's like Ash by Elegance. So like,
Yes,
she's just I
it's
don't know.
either a bit of the bubbly or the bubbly.
A bit of the bubbly.
If you
She's
want to be
sponsored by Y champagne. You know.
yeah, if you want to be fancy with it.
Yes.
But it's the Knockouts Championship match. Jordynne Grace defending against Tasha Steelz and Zaya Brookside. They tried.
Yeah, it was. I'll say the match was inoffensive.
No,
It was inoffensive. Like there was nothing like terrible about it.
This is the best Zaya match.
Very low bar. I agree because I know why you said that way. But
yes,
it was inoffensive.
yeah. Okay, it was as good as gonna get with the people Jordynne was working with.
The highlight was, of course, your girl. Come on, what happened?
The highlight was Ash by Elegance of all people. When Zaya runs Grace, basically pushed Grace into Ash. The champagne's all over her. She's embarrassed. She's like, I don't want to be here. That is it. I am out of here. We're done. It's over. And as she's walking, Iceman follows, and he slips.
That's fantastic. I don't know if that was on purpose or if that was just because it was slicker than it should have been with all this champagne, but it added. Look, it was good. As good comedy.
Imagine that wasn't planned. He just actually legit trips.
I mean, it's fantastic. It's a great botch.
Yeah, good.
Sometimes botches add to matches. You know what I mean?
Depends on what happens to it. I agree.
It's.
I like the little tag team that they were trying to do. Like Grace had Steelz in a submission, and Zaya had Jordynne in a submission.
Oh, that was interesting when Grace had her in the standing Indian Deathlock, and then Zaya throws on the octopus.
Yep.
That was an interesting little thing. I liked when Grace put Tasha in the Kaniku Buster, walked it out, and then just lariated Zaya because they're both so fucking tiny that she was just like swatting Zaya away with one arm and still Kaniku Bustered Tasha. And it's just like, all right, that's fucking nice.
Also, that Code Red was nasty.
The setup was janky, but it looked cool for the finish. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like either scraped her head on the canvas or landed wrong.
You're right. She didn't tuck through it, so she did land funny. But yeah.
But after that, Jordynne hit Zaya with the Juggernaut. 1, 2, 3. She retained.
Thank God.
Yeah, right move. I'm sure Zaya and Tasha will have that one more match, but no more contendership.
No, maybe Ash can just interrupt it if they get one more match.
Yeah,
because that's what Ash should just be pissed off at Zaya for ruining her dress.
I feel like that will be next.
My only question is, what do we do with Giselle? Because Giselle hasn't been relevant for the 2 weeks leading up to Sacrifice after No Surrender.
Good question. What are they going to do for her? Unless she's leaving because Scott's not there.
Valid point. I hope not, because she just kind of started coming into her own and looking legit.
I know. I'm sure they'll make us something. Rebellion's in a month. We don't have to wait 2 weeks for the next pay-per-view.
I would not be against teaming her with Ash. Their gimmicks are close enough, and they both kind of have a short fuse.
It's like yes and no, this for the fact that the whole point was her to break away from people to be on her own, just to team up with someone again.
It depends on where the Gale stuff goes. Because remember, if she fights against Gale's advice and just finds someone new to kind of attach to, and thinks she's using them, but maybe she gets used as the lackey instead. Maybe it's
So
like this long con.
basically, like blame Gail for giving her the advice all because of that. I went on my own and look what happened. I didn't win the big one.
And then she thinks that she could use Ash kind of as a lackey or a patsy, but Ash uses Giselle to kind of get where she wants. So then Giselle turns into the Savannah of that grouping.
Yeah.
And she kind of has to rebuild from ground zero, which could work depending on exactly how long she's staying with TNA.
Right. Time will tell.
True.
Up next is the main event.
That's how much you think about it. You
Boo's defending the World Championship against Eric Young.
This match was better than it had any credit to be. Like, any reason to be, this match was fucking
This is
great.
probably my match of the night.
Yeah, I agree with you there.
Yeah, I loved Eric Young's mask.
Did you confirm with our buddy Matt who it was or what the inspiration was?
From what I've been seeing online, it looks like it was Carnage.
Okay, the eyes didn't look right to me. That's why I thought it was Toxin instead of Carnage. But you might be right.
I saw more of the whites with the red. I guess he's put the little holes there so you could see, but
no, that's fair.
Yeah, but from what I've been seeing from like nearly anyone talking about it, it was Carnage. It's like, okay, I can buy that because I like Carnage. So.
Oh yeah, no, Carnage is cool.
Yep. Yeah, and this is also the first time ever they fought, so that's also a nice cap on top of it as well.
Yep.
Really nice chemistry. Action outside, action inside. Like working on Moose's knee for a bit. Moose, he went to go for a chop, but hits his head on the turnbuckle posts.
Yep.
Just no oof. Always hurts this wince when you see it.
Yeah, that can't feel good.
No.
Even if it's gimmicked, it still can't feel good.
Exactly. And yeah, Eric Young had some nice comebacks after Moose getting plenty of heats.
Oh, totally. And the fact that Eric Young was only the second person to kick out of a lights out is pretty impressive.
Yep, you're like, oh shit, what now? What?
More or less. And it fucking hits 3 pile drivers. One on the apron, one in the ring, and one on the floor. And he went for a 4th one. And he hit the 4th one. And then
he hit a Canadian Destroyer.
Oh, he hit the how would you even call it? Would you call that the Avalanche Canadian? Because he did kind of come off the ropes and pop over.
You mean like the Panama Sunrise shit that Cole does?
You could refer it that way, but I just meant like the legit words. Would you call it like an avalanche, or would avalanche have to just be straight off the ropes?
I think straight off the ropes. I would say like an elevated destroyer.
Yeah, no, I like that.
Yep, and it's like he was about to like, oh god, he's gonna win, he's gonna do it, but the system pulled the ref.
Yeah.
Like ah.
And then he's like, DQ him, DQ Moose, it's okay.
Yes.
And then EY's like, no, don't DQ him, it's fine. Let's finish this match.
I want to win the belt.
Yeah, just kick him out. Just kick him out. It's fine.
The system's ejected. And a masked man attacks EY.
With a camera cable. Oh no.
Yep. Chokes him. And it's Kazarian.
Which we all assumed. Granted, sometimes it's good to play with the obvious.
Yep. After, like you say, he was suspended, but he snuck in, bitch.
Yep. Choked him out, threw him back in.
Lights out. 1,
Yep.
2, 3. Still champion. The system have gold. And the feud with Kazarian and Young continue. I'm sure they'll have a big stipulation.
Probably.
And I'm pretty sure that will be in Rebellion.
There is rumor going around, though, that Triple H wants EY back. and has ideas for him in WWE. So
Like what
there's
though?
rumors that EY is on a per appearance kind of contract and not actually locked up.
Hmm. So I guess we're just waiting for Vince to leave.
I mean, it could have been, honestly, because I think that's what he said was the biggest issue when he
That
went
was why
back.
he left. Yeah, because as soon as they brought him back, he's like, "Well, I'm doing this clause saying I can leave whenever. Bye. This
Yep,
I'm gonna go get resurrected."
essentially. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I think the way the Kaz thing ends and whatever stipulation they add is probably going to signify if EY is going to head back to WWE or if he's sticking around.
Is he? Are they gonna kill Eric Young for the second time?
I don't think they're going to kill him. I think it's going to be something real simple like a loser leaves town or like a career versus career match or something like that.
Yeah,
Because,
I'm curious. I'm curious how long Eric Young has as a performer.
well, the one injury he had a year or two ago was the first like legitimate injury he's had in his entire career.
Yeah,
So
true.
even though he's in like his mid 40s, he still hasn't really been dinged up too much.
Yeah, a lot of bumps, but yeah, but thankfully not nothing that made him like injured.
Yeah, except for that one time. So
Yeah, that's pretty impressive though for
honestly, yeah.
for wrestling that long.
And with the shit he did back in old TNA when he was, Super Eric or just like the fall guy for Team Canada
And
and
just getting thrown around.
yep.
No. Kudos to him for that.
Yeah. So I think he's still got some years.
Yeah, but I gave this like a 4.
That's where I went with it too. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, definitely my favorite match of the night.
Oh yeah, because it
Uh,
was definitely more story, and it got a little overbooked at the end, but it worked for the way the system works. You know what I mean?
right, and again, not a bad build up. Like for like 2 weeks after the last one, I could have done without two couple of matches, but if those are done, they're
What
done.
matches would those have been? What matches would those have
Oh,
been?
you
I
know
don't
the
know.
knockouts tag and the Vic and COD and PCO.
Yeah, that's about where I'm at too. Yeah, it's
Like I would have given this show like a 4 if that didn't happen, like 4 out of 5.
yeah. I think I ended up with like a 7.75 out of 10, just because I like the story beats. I like where it could lead with Masha and Jordynne. I like
Yeah.
the Kaz and EY thing was logical. So there was a lot of things to like, but good God, those matches were rough. The lowlights were really, really low.
But I give it 3.5 out of 5.
Very
Again,
close.
it would have been a little bit higher if we didn't have those two matches, I'm sure. But stuff progressed. I'm looking forward to how they're going to handle the next month and a half with Rebellion.
I mean, they have plenty of time for a legitimate build, so.
Yep, that's why I'm excited for it. They'll get some big matches because it's an actual pay per view, not a PLE.
Yup.
But closing thoughts?
It was a fun show. I enjoyed
Yeah,
the show. Like I said, there was enough story things to keep the ball moving, and because we didn't do a show after yesterday's
yeah.
Impact.
By the way, guys, we did apologize about that. I had a family emergency.
Family things happen, life happens.
I know. I'm just
But
saying for the audience.
so that you shouldn't have to apologize for that. Real life happens. We all know that. But Dango actually had a great match against Josh Alexander.
That I watched in the afternoon. Like, oh,
Like
I saw because I read your rating. I was like, okay, I'll check
it
this
was
out.
legitimately good. Do you disagree or no?
Oh no, I fucking loved it.
Like Dango tried, and I'm like, holy fuck. So it there's a lot of little storyline things going on with Hendry and Francis. Dango's gonna probably creep up into something, and could even be a tag thing because his vignette with Oleg Proteus and Alpha Bravo kind of were insinuating tag
Yeah,
stuff.
he'll get a student for his wrestling school.
Yeah, they're either gonna challenge all of the wrestlers with 1 or less years of experience, and they're just going to dominate. It's going to be great. So
until they find one that's gonna beat them.
yes, or one that becomes like the chosen one, and it's going to just be hilarious. Be like gut
Yep.
check all over again, Bravo style.
Exactly.
Gut
I
check
can't
Dango
wait.
and Bravo style. Here we go.
There we go. Can't wait. Anyway, guys, that is it for today. We'll be back Thursday. Follow me on Twitter at DamianPhoenix12. Follow him at IWC Warchief.
Yup.
Also follow Dirt Sheet Radio's Twitter at Dirt Sheet Radio, along with the YouTube channel, the Facebook channel. Again, thank you to Dirt Sheet Radio for letting us do this. Let us cover TNA for their website and everything. And guys, we'll see you in a few days. Take care. Good night. Bye bye, everybody.